Hello everyone, this is Juan Sarmiento and today is Thursday, May the 6th. I'm on vacation now in Mexico, so it's going to be a little difficult for me to do what I would normally do. But here I am and I'm going to take care of the current account and the current positions rather than build on it, but hopefully for next time I will have some ready. I have been having a hard time because I decided to come by car and I went from Southern California to Puerto Vallarta, where I am right now, and I have many stops along the way, so it's kind of difficult to make these videos. So, but I'll try my best, and here I am. So that's all that matters. I hope that you are a little tolerant as I go getting set up. My idea is to eventually end up in Spain, but since Spain is closed, I decided to come to Mexico. All right, never mind that. Let's go and go through my current positions. All right, let's organize them alphabetically, and let's start with the HR and go to Analyze tab and see what we have. Okay, let me close all this. And we're going to see, okay, May 21st, that's a few days from now. You can see 15 days, so we can take care of that next week, no rush. Let's go to risk profile. That looks pretty good. It's at the center of the cone here. Let's take a quick look. Do we think it's going up? Yeah, it looks like it's going up. That's fine. We could roll it up, but I decided to just stand pat and wait until the stock perhaps move a little higher here, perhaps consume some of the time value on my shares down here, the short side, my short options, and then we will think what we could do is roll it over. Let's take a look at the monitor tab and organize them by alphabetically, and the DHR. Yeah, we are a little behind on that for the year. So we're just gonna sit and wait until next week before we do anything. But next week, come to 1 week before expiration, we might have to close the position at a loss. Let's go for Facebook. Let's take a look at a chart here of Facebook. Is it going to a new high? Well, it did gap strongly after earnings, came back down, and now I think it might go to a new high, but who knows. Let's go to the Analyze tab. Oh, same thing. It's very close to the cone here. Yeah, 28th of May will be the expiration. So that looks pretty good, actually. If it does go to a new high, it will soon be giving us some big dividends if it does break out to a new high. Let's go to Goldman Sachs. Big move today. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. That's a breakout from a previous high and it's moving up strongly. That's probably what is keeping the Dow higher compared to the Nasdaq. Okay, now you can see that we're above the smiley face. The smiley face is here at around 355. The stock is trading at 365, 10 points higher. Of course, if I had been paying attention, if I would do this every day, I would have done a roll up. But so much the better that we are moving strongly to a new high, because now we can do this roll up at a good time, precisely when the stock is at a new high. So how do we do this? Select the July call option, okay, and we see how many outstanding calls we have. We have one. Why? Because we have 2 long calls and 1 short. Difference, 1. Okay, so I can roll up one of those calls. That way I take profits, I reduce my my commitment to this trade, and if it continues on higher, it could give me further profits. But if it goes down, we'll be fine too. So let's press the command key and say analyze rolling, but we're rolling up, so we have to make some changes here. First of all, what is the current price? 365, so we can buy just one of them. Okay, we're selling one of the long calls and we're buying a long call at a higher strike price. What would be that price? Well, it could be 360, 365, 370. It all depends on what we end up with. If I go to 365 current price, oh yeah, we could do that. It doesn't say, if it says not traded, it means there is no 365. But we need to change the date anyways. There it is. Okay, so we are getting back $22.95. Multiply that by 100 and it's $2,295 we are getting back. It's a way of taking profits and reducing our exposure to this trade. Look at the deltas, they're 7. That means it's positive, so that if the stock continues on higher, we will make additional money. But if it collapses and goes to, let's say, 330, we will make even more. Not to mention that the volatility will increase. So without this trade, we have a $36 delta. With it, we reduce it to 7. So it's a way to take profits and prevent ourselves from losing money if suddenly the market collapses. Let's confirm and set that. And this will fill tomorrow morning. Okay, right now it's in the afternoon, evening really. So let's move on to IBM. IBM is at the very edge of my smiley face. Let's see what IBM is doing. Reaching new highs, so we could wait for that. You can see the shorts are May 21st. How much is that? That's quite a few days from now. 15. So next week we will be rolling over the shorts. But for now, we could take a little profit, couldn't we? As long as the deltas remain positive. In this case, we have 6 outstanding calls. So the rolling up, like I did for Goldman Sachs, is not the best approach. We can just sell one call here. One is for the outstanding and we end up with 5, still quite a few of them. So let's say analyze closing and we are going to sell just one. Okay, and say let's analyze the confirm and send. No, before we do that, let's just analyze it. Analyze trade. I just pressed the command key, by the way. Analyze trade. And look at the risk graph and see how it neutralizes now delta negative, but very barely so. From 75 down to negative 253. It's very close to neutrality. Let's look at the chart. I almost feel like, no, I want to keep bullish on that for a little because my stochastic is pointing upward and this is a very strong candlestick. It's a long candlestick with the close and the high very close to each other. Okay, so that's a strong candlestick and that implies to me that there's going to be at least one more high day. Okay, so let's do the rollover after all. Let's roll over just one call. Analyze rolling. And how do we do this? Well, just one. We are going to sell one of my July 40 calls and buy a higher strike price. Could be 148 or 150. 150. Same expiration, July 16th. And there it is. Okay. It ends up with 40 delta. If we do that with 2 of them, that's very neutral, very neutral. So I want to do only one, or perhaps we don't do anything. How about that? Let's not do anything because I'm still bullish and I think 75 is appropriate. Okay, so let's delete all that and next week we will consider deleting one of our long calls. Right now it looks pretty good. It's delta positive, but it's close to neutrality there. Looks like just exceeding the edge, but I think that IBM is moving strongly. We just stay out of the way. Next week we'll reconsider. Let's look at Intel. Intel is looks like it reached the bottom here. It might go up here. Let's take a look at the trade, analyze tab. It looks very neutral right now, and you can see that I have 10 short calls, 10 long calls, 6 short calls, difference of 4 outstanding calls, 11 of the puts, 6 short puts. Okay, how about this? We sell one of the long puts, and that would neutralize my trade a little bit, since we are expecting now the stock to move up. Or you can also buy back one of these May 14 calls. Let's see. Let's do the put, analyze closing, and sell one put. Just sell one as a way to take profits. I don't know if, here it is. Okay, you can see it's 211. The price I pay for it is 365, so that's not much of a profit taking, is it? No, it is not. But if we close the call, one of the short calls, just one, buying it back, 72 cents. I sold that call for $7.80. That seems to me like a good profit-taking move, doesn't it? Yeah, let's just close that, and that neutralizes my delta. Okay, I have it minus 23, it goes to plus 23, and that's fine, because I think that Intel may bounce from here. It's moved strongly down, and it looks like it might go up from here. And in case of any doubt, what we care is that we neutralize our delta, go from negative to neutral. Confirm and send. And that would fill tomorrow. Let's go to lows. Lows, we are in the middle here, and we see that we have May expiration, and as you can see, that is tomorrow morning. So I have left those right there until today, and there is no fooling around anymore. We have to roll this over. Let's look at what has lows done for us. Oh, it's below par. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of the year. I don't know, 100 days. Let's go to the beginning of the year. I just want to make sure that we have only one trade. That negative is not for this one trade. And let's make sure we enter here. Low. Yeah, we haven't been very lucky with this. It's a trade that entered in March, and it's not working out for us. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We could close the entire position and take our whatever loss. Let's take a look at the chart again. That's moving way too strongly. We might make our money back. And being here at this edge, the only one we need to really roll over is the call. Let's do that. Analyze rolling. And let's do this to June 14. Just because the stock is moving strongly higher and we're delta positive, you know, we would be silly to close it when it's beginning to move. I don't know. It's my gut feel. You make also your own decisions, but and tomorrow we have the 70 puts, okay, that are going to expire. So we can just add one June put if it's of any value to us. June 4 put. What's the strike price? 170 put. If it's worth it, let's say 20 strike prices. No. All strike prices, and then let's go down to 170. Yeah, something like 92 cents. Oh, it's okay. Let's press the command key and click bid. The control key, I think. There it is. So it added it. We can do 2 of those there, and that gives us $1.30. Let's see what we end up with in the risk graph. Looks bullish now, only 34 delta, which is perfectly okay. The 200 call we're going to change, because now we are here at 205. Yeah, we can change it or leave it alone. Confirm and send. There. Okay, we could sell this July 200 and buy the 205, and that would reduce our deltas, but our deltas are already neutral. Let's see. Let's go to the activity and positions, and here is my lows. Analyze trade. You might say, well, how come you're not closing the May puts? That's because they expire tomorrow. The stock is trading at 205, and I'm closing the 170. Is it likely that the stock will go all the way down to 70? Well, if it does, it's fine, but if it goes well below that, that's where I get in trouble. But no, I think we would be fine even if the stock dropped tomorrow 30 points, 40 points, I don't know. It would have to be 40 points before I would get worried. So let's trade that, and you can open tomorrow morning at the opening, see if the stock has dropped 40 points. It's not, it's unlikely that it would fall 40 points during the trading hours. Okay, let's go to new. Okay, this is fantastic. Okay, we have 2 outstanding calls at 77.5, and the stock is trading at 96. So we're going to move this. I think the stock is still moving like a nutcase. Okay, so what we're going to do is roll it up. 2 of them. Analyze rolling. Okay, and we're going to buy a higher strike price, 95, because that's the current stock price. 95, and make sure that it's July, same expiration, and we're going to get $12.90. Okay, I suggest that the deltas are still high, so what we can do is buy only 1 back, sell the 2 longs and buy 1 only. So we still, let's customize and reduce to 1 long, and look at that, it neutralizes to 17. Still, I recover $3,185. Okay, let's do that. I like it. And that's about it. Now, folks, keep in mind, I do this all mechanically, day in and day out. I'm not focusing on, am I making money? No, I know what to do, and I do it mechanically. We need to be able to do our trading regardless of what the market is doing for us. We don't know what the market is going to do tomorrow. It could drop, or it could hit new highs. What we need to do is to follow our routine. Is it above the smiley face? Is it below the smiley face? Can we roll over? Can we roll up? Can we roll down? Take profits. And as we go along, one day suddenly it all comes together. Note here that I go to the account statement, and so far this year we're a little underwater, $199 underwater. That's not much. That means we've been doing well, and even today was exceedingly well, particularly for that new core, so we take profits out. We have, on that new core, this year we have made $4,434. The others haven't behaved very well, but this one stock could save our lives in this system. It could save our lives, it could make us a great deal of money. So that's the way it's done. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll try to get together with you next week. I think we are getting our bearings here in Mexico, and eventually we will be in Spain, where we could finally sell. Thank you very much for joining me, and see you next time. Bye-bye.